Hi there, welcome to our pre-Oscars show. It's 5 o'clock in New York Shadow, and today we're going to be taking a look at, da-da-da-da, there she is, the Lightning to 30-pin adapter from INCORIC. I don't know how to pronounce that, but hopefully it's not incorrect. Hopefully it is the correct one that I chose, because this is a very special adapter that allows you to essentially revitalize old Apple iPod accessories. Components that use the 30-pin connector. For those of you who are unfamiliar or didn't grow up in the 2000s, this was the story of our lives. It literally was not that long ago, but I always have to preface these things because there are people who are, going to be paying taxes soon that have never seen one of these before and would not know what to do with it. So, because Lightning has become so commonplace, it's been the norm for around about at least 10 years now, if not more, because we're in 2025, so definitely since at least 2013, if not 2014, they moved to that cable. So this is what we're going to be using to demonstrate it. It's very special because, if I can just get it out of the pack real quick, on Amazon they say, oh, is this, because it's so hit or miss with third-party connectors, and I'm so excited because this one just came today. So you can see essentially all it is Lightning to 30-pin, and it would allow you to, in effect, hang on, so many cables and dongles and adapters here, it's oh my, but it effectively allows you to just click, and you're in business. Now, it's not just to convert a 30-pin cable to Lightning, it's very special because, hold please, so what makes this dongle so special is its support for analog audio output, and that's something that a lot of these older docks, including this one, which is what we're going to be using, that's what they use. This is what we're going to be using to test it. So this is, how do I even describe this? This is a dock that we're going to be using to test our various Apple devices. There's a reason why I'm surrounded by various Apple components. But if I just pull up the Amazon listing real quick to show you what makes this one special and why I paid $30 for it delivered to my door, I promise there's a reason. Disposable income aside, there really was a point for me getting this. All right, so here's the Amazon listing. It shows here Lightning to 30-pin adapter, iPhone charging data sync connector cable, 8-pin male to 30-pin female, blah, blah, blah. It should be compatible with anything that supports the Lightning protocol. This is the very important part. If we scroll down here, notice it says under about this item, why you choose? Why do I choose? Support for analog audio output. That's a very important distinction here. USB audio, as well as syncing and charging. So there's two different things. So analog audio output, essentially what that means is that's what a lot of the old docks used. I mean, if you had an iPod dock, which I can't find mine, it was a Logitech, it's probably back at the house. If you had an iPod dock that you would physically dock your, I'll use this iPod Nano for example. See, it's got the 30-pin adapter on. If you dock it in, it allows you to control the volume from the dock, and the volume would also change on the iPod itself. And that was because it was essentially using it as an analog audio device. The 30-pin connector, it's got 30 pins for a reason. It supports analog stereo audio at the headphone level or line level, depending on how you configure it. But this is very important because that's what a lot of old devices used. Now, a lot of the newer devices, and where it says USB audio, that's talking about digital audio. So it gets a little bit, wonky, but essentially all it is if you plug your iPod into a vehicle where you have an iPod connector, say you've got I have the Mercedes-Benz M-Class ML350 from 2012. It has a built-in 30-pin adapter. So it has a 30-pin adapter that's hardwired into the vehicle. So it restricts you to only using it with 30-pin Apple devices because it came out in 2012. So that is essentially, that puts it into, I don't even know how to call it. That's using it in accessory mode. So anytime you plug an Apple device into something like that, it's gonna send digital audio to where if you control the volume on your stereo in your car, it's not gonna affect the iPod's volume because the iPod's essentially hooked up to the vehicle as a USB device, and therefore the audio is getting sent digitally to the head unit in your vehicle, and the head unit decodes that audio and to analog, digital to analog. Basically, the only difference between the USB audio protocol and the analog audio output is with analog audio output, it's sending the analog audio over the 30-pin connector, and then that gets sent out to the speakers. So the iPod's doing the digital to analog conversion. With USB audio protocol, what it's doing is it's connecting to the device as a USB device, and it's sending that audio information digitally over the cable, and it's up to the accessory, or in your vehicle's case, the head unit, to decode that audio from digital to analog and then play it over the speakers. So it's kind of wonky, but essentially what makes this device so important and sought after, and why they can get away with the $36, excuse me, it went up in price, $36 price point, is its support for analog audio output. And of course it goes into the blah, 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 blah. This small object will be your best friend. Pause. Resume. You can put it in a package or handbag.
Cause I got a stick in my purse, I can stick in your ass, bitch.
And I had a few things in my handbag, and one of them was a dick that small.
Yeah, pretty much. So because I don't have my iPod dock with me that I wanted to test it with, we're going to be using this dock adapter that I got about 5 years ago. We have a line level output, and then we have the 30-pin charging adapter for charging, because this is an iPod dock for the home. It's designed to plug into a stereo so that you can dock your iPod and then control it with an Apple TV remote. This is made for the iPod. Now I've got my iPod Nano here, so if I just plug this in, so we'll just go ahead and dock our iPod here. We'll use this one to demonstrate. Demonstrate, Raven.
Demonstrate, Raven.
See if it initializes. It probably won't because it's dead. She should come to life. There she is. Ignore the screen damage. The LCD has been replaced by a professional on the island of Hawaii. Islands. I don't remember. I bought this years ago. All right, so it's charging. So not sure how well you can see that, but we've just docked our iPod in the year of our Lord 2025. So just to show you how it works and how we do, let's bring in R2-D2. Shall we? I just need a standard speaker with an auxiliary input to demonstrate this function, but don't do it. Don't do it, girl. Don't fall. Andy, don't fall. That's the diablo. Shout out to the Sharper Image. They're not sponsoring this video. They just made a really cool speaker. I've had it for years and it still works. Ooh, the analog clicker. Okay, so if we turn on R2-D2, this is our stereo. So pretend this is our stereo system, and we move this way, and then if I just... Oh, do you hear that? Let me turn this up. That's our clicker coming through because it's an analog audio output. Anyway, you know what? We'll just do shuffle songs and see what the hell happens. Perfect. Thank you, Donna Summers. But now, if I use my standard Apple TV remote, we have full logic controls over play and pause. Fast forward. On the radio, whoa. I need to pause that, otherwise this will get content claimed and her estate will come for my brand, so we're not gonna do that, whatever brand this is. Get this party started on a Saturday night. Everybody's waiting for me to arrive. The video's already way too long, but let's just get R2-D2 out of the way. So we know he works, we know this works, you get the idea, right? But now it's time to kick things up a notch with this. Do it support or do it not support analog audio output? That's what we're about to find out. So let's get rid of you. Blue skidoo, we can too type shit. Y'all got me too excited. That's hype. That's hype music. Well, for me. But anyways, make sure you stick it on right, so I don't want to damage this. I paid $36 for this. I paid $36 for less than 6 inches, so Miley, what's good? Honestly, that's a good going rate. $36 for 6 inches in this economy, baby. Hold on. Not that I've used this as a common measurement for anything else. You know what, we're just gonna move on. Let's hook up our iPod Nano, what is this, 7th generation? The final one that they did. I love her so much. She is everything.
Oh, I got an iPod, y'all.
Fingers crossed, when I plug this in, it's gonna initialize. Hello? I think it's initialized, but I can't tell. We actually need to bring R2-D2 back for this. Oh, here's a test. First things first, will it charge through the lightning, through the 30 pin, through the lightning? He's charging. Ow! Yes, bitch. Okay, so it do in fact charge through the thing. I don't know why I'm surprised. Hang on, we gotta bring back R2 for this. Get this pussy started on a Saturday night. Everybody's waiting for me to arrive. That's a euphemism. That's on double entendre. All right, so we just plugged in our dinky dongle thing here. Hope to God this works and doesn't make a fool out of me. Turn on R2. Moment of truth. And I'm still in the murder business. I can hold you down like I'm giving lessons in physics. I'm trying to avoid the copyright issue, but sometimes I just be getting excited, and I just have to share my music with y'all. Anyways, like Iggy Azalea and what's her face, Charlie XCX are not losing any money off of this video existing. Let's be so for real right now. It's not their fault. It's the record labels, but we won't get into it because your boy knows how to defeat DRM. Don't play with me. I will go to federal prison. All right, so it seems like all the functions work, so let's just go ahead and hit play one more time. Let's try and skip forward. Wait. Not Luther Vandross! Ooh, God rest her soul. Okay, so I think you can see it works with the iPod Nano, but watch this. I want to show you a weird quirk. Watch what happens when I use this older Apple TV remote that has a low battery in it. Watch what this iPod does. It does something I didn't know it did because I never had a low battery in this until today. Watch, if I press play, look at that icon that pops up. That symbol, look at this symbol here that pops up. See that? It shows low battery in my Apple TV remote. This thing is smart enough to somehow detect a low battery signal coming out of this. So when I press, notice when I control it with this one that has a good battery in it that's not going flat, it doesn't show the icon. So the little icon only pops up when you use a device that has a battery that's dying to alert you that your battery is dying. Isn't that incredible? I didn't know that it did that. That is so fucking cool, which means that this somehow sends out a signal that this recognizes, or in turn this recognizes, that says, hey, my battery's low. So anytime you use a button on here, like if I do the volume, hang on. If I do my volume up and down, see that? I'm almost 25. Yeah, so you get the idea. This iPod was not designed to be used with this dock, and yet now it's able to interpret a signal from, look at how old this Apple TV remote, like, do you understand? The lore here goes crazy. Anyways, so we're done with the iPod Nano 7th generation. What's most important to me, we have a couple more devices to test. Where is my, there she is. Let's make sure we're still taping. I have not tested it with this. This is an iPod Nano this is an Apple iPod Touch 7th generation. The last one they made in immaculate condition. I actually just bought a folio case for this. One of those little folding wallet style cases that looks like my mom's. This bitch built like my mama. It looks like my mom's old case that she had folding for her, what was it, her Droid Bionic, or her Note Edge, or her S6. She's had those folding style cases. It's glitter, it's bedazzled, it's my mom, and it reminds me of her. Anyways, so, and I need protection because for this, I need protection for my iPod because it sits in the glove compartment of my vehicle. And right now, the only thing stopping it from getting scratched is a white Michael Jackson style glove with a bow on it. I stuffed this inside of a glove, inside of my glove compartment, so that it doesn't get scratched. But anyway, that's besides the business. I got it while the getting was good from Apple.com because Best Buy was out of stock back in 2022, early 2022. And then like a month later, they discontinued it. And I was like, it was meant to be. I had some money saved up. Let's go ahead and plug you in and see how it behaves. Oh, it's charging. Ah! All right, hang on. Oh, and did you see the little volume flicker? That means it is interfaced with the device. I cannot. All right, let's unlock this, shall we? Okay, wait, let's go to the music app. Yes, hold on. All right, open up my music. This is San Diego by Peter White.
San Diego.
Please don't claim my shit. Anyways, here we go. It's working. I don't know why I'm surprised. So it works, right? So let's put this through a series of tests. Let's do track skip forward. That seems to have worked. This is gonna work in the same way it would with any Apple iPod dock, essentially. What about fast forward? It's working! Okay, the menu button doesn't do anything, but that's because that's made for the Apple TV itself. But this is working, and I'm so happy that it is. You have no idea. The final test, I don't have an iPhone because I have some sense of decorum. Like, I'm not too far gone.
Now I've got to get
iPhone.
an iPhone.
Please.
Excuse me?
I'm not too lost in the sauce. I mean, I have a finger in every pie. Those aren't my words. That was my horoscope that said that, because Gemini things. If you know, you know. I have a finger in every pie, and they're all still cooking. So anyways, I don't have an iPhone. This is the closest I can get to demonstrating what it would work with an iPhone. So if it works with this, it 100% guaranteed will work with your iPhone, because the Apple Lightning protocol is established. The Apple 30-pin protocol has effectively been established. This is meant to be universally compatible. Hold on. I'm afraid to pull it out. Me when never mind. Resume. So the last thing, for completeness sake, to see if it works and how it do, is my Apple iPad 9th generation. The 9th generation Apple iPad Air. I think this is either the last Apple iPad Air that they made and used the Air branding, because it's the Apple iPad Air 9th generation, but it's also the very last Apple iPad to feature a 3.5mm headphone jack. So this is pushing this to its limit. Not really. I mean, it's Lightning, so it should be compatible, but why would you ever want to do this? Why would you ever want to be able to remotely control your iPad from across the room? I don't know, shut up. Also, the best part about this is it's portable. So I have taken this to the beach, to hotels, well, not to the actual beach, but basically anywhere where, let's say I'm in the bathroom, or if I'm in the shower and I have my ghetto blaster in there, I will put this in a Ziploc bag. Demonstrate, Raven.
Demonstrate, Raven.
So here, if I just take a standard Ziploc snack bag, or bocadillo, that's what the box said because I had it turned the wrong way. Check this out. If I just bloop my little Apple TV remote into a Ziploc bag, suddenly I can bring this with me in the shower. You think I'm fucking joking? I could be shampooing my hair, and if, I don't fucking know, Megan Thee Stallion comes on, I can just, skip right through that in protest of the way our culture's heading, and get onto, I don't know, Barry Manilow or some shit. Basically, I could take this in the shower and not worry about it getting water damage, and I can have this setting on the countertop outside my shower, hooked up to a standard speaker, like Mr. R2-D2, or my ghetto blaster that's in the closet over there, and I can control my music from by the time I'm in my shower. Now, I hear you asking, well, why would you need to control the music from in the shower? Back in my day, we listened to the radio. Yeah, well, the radio kind of sucks right now. It's great if you want to listen to 20 minutes of advertisements and 5 minutes of actual top 40 hits, but I digress. Oh, and also, here's a line I know I'll hear. How long are you in the shower to where you're going to need to change a song? None of your fucking business, number one. Number two, at least 20 minutes, because I actually get myself clean, unlike the majority of men who take 5-minute showers. I don't trust you. It's not edible. So, do I really want to keep? Yeah, we're keeping it in. We're keeping it in. So, again, final test. Now I have this in a Ziploc bag. It's great. It keeps the moisture out, and it's a great way to stay in shape. So you don't know how much of a lifesaver this is. You have no clue. Like, it's such a niche thing. It doesn't just apply to this little doohickey. This is just to show you that this is a dock. So this is demonstrating how it would work on virtually any iPod dock that uses the 30-pin connector. This is just what I have laying around. My Logitech is nowhere to be found, and that one's a good one. We're gonna dock this and then plug it into our Lightning connector. Oh, hang on. There. Moment of truth. Do it, dock. Oh! You know what that sound means. It means it's time to test it out. And it shows it's charging in the upper right-hand corner, which is, I love it here. I really do. This is a great way to stay in shape. So, here we go. Let's see. Moment of truth. It appears to be working. Let's test fast forward. So that pretty much wraps up this video. I don't know how else to conclude this, but yeah. So again, if it works in this little janky setup that I have here, this will 100% work with any flavor of iPhone that uses the Lightning connector on it to revitalize your old 30-pin accessories. So again, the iPod Nano 7th generation with Lightning, that is confirmed to have worked. The Apple iPad 9th generation with Lightning from 2021, I mean, that is, it's the iPad Air, but basically anything with a Lightning connector and the ability to play music that is Apple MFI certified, which stands for motherfucking iPod, it'll work with the iPod dock accessories. So thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, I sure hope to God I can answer them. Don't ask me if it'll work with your specific iPhone, because the product itself states that it'll work with any Apple device that utilizes the Lightning connector. I have my Apple iPod Touch propped up like this to demonstrate, Raven.
I want to go home. I'm not going to survive this.
That it will indeed work. This is what it would look like on an iPhone in the Apple Music app. So yeah, thank you guys again so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. That's it. Are we clear? We're clear? Perfect. Fuck it. We getting out of this joint.